Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Judith Egbo here. If you're new here, you are welcome on board. Please don't make it your last by clicking the subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me today. In this video, we are going to be glamming this my dark skin pretty clients up, so stay tuned so you don't miss out a thing. Make sure to watch this video to the end because I have lots of amazing tips to give out. So let's do this. So I started off with wiping her face with a face wipe. Now I'm going in with my cleanser. Then after that I went in with my toner. Started from the T-zone area, then take the excesses on the other part of her face. Then I went in with my serum from Omari Code. This is to hydrate her skin because she has a normal to combination skin. That's her skin type, I guess. She has a combination skin, so I use the serum around her, all over her skin. Yeah, then I went in with my moisturizer. This moisturizer is from CeraVe, so I went in with my finger and blend that properly. Next, I went in with my Pond's oil control to control the oil around her brow area. Then I went in with my primer from Omari Code. This is a hydrating primer, so I just rub it on my palm and dab it into her skin. Then I went in with my NARS foundation. I started with a brush, then I blended in with this beauty sponge. Yeah, today I called it a beauty sponge. What it actually is, I used to call it a beauty blender. Beauty blender is a brand, like a makeup brand, not this. This is a beauty sponge. I watched like a video where she explained this thing. She used to call it beauty blender as well, but here we are. Then I went in with my orange corrector. She has dark under eyes. Just to correct the dark under eyes, I went in with little quantity with my finger because I don't want to pack so much product, so I just blend that in with my finger. I kept tapping it until it's well blended, because if it's not well blended and if it's too much, it will give me the orange flashback. Then I went in with my concealer from Elegel to conceal. Here I'm concealing, I'm not highlighting at this point, so I'm concealing. After concealing with my Elegel, I placed that with my brush, then blend that in with my beauty blender. Then after doing that, I went into her skin with my Zaron concealer in deep. So here, the difference between concealing and highlighting is this. What I'm doing here is concealing. I just conceal her under eyes. Then when I'm highlighting, I take product one shade or two shades lighter than she is to highlight her face, because I want that area to be highlighted, the area where light hits to be highlighted. So this is what I'm doing. I'm highlighting now. I like concealing first, especially when I color correct under her eyes. So I like to conceal first just to seal the corrector in before going into her skin with my highlighter shade or my concealer shade for highlighting, whichever way I choose to call it, or whichever way you call it. Then I'll be going in with my beauty blender, no, beauty sponge. Then I'll be going in with my beauty sponge to blend out the concealer. After blending her concealer with the beauty sponge, I went into her skin with Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 370 to contour her skin. I applied that first with a brush, then blend in with my beauty blender. Then for her nose contour, I mixed it Maybelline 370 and her actual foundation shade because I don't want the nose contour to be very or really dark. I applied that with my brush and blend it out with a beauty sponge. Then for her blush, I mixed the Elegel orange color corrector and a red from my Eye Magic palette. This is to give me the actual shade I want and the shade that suits her skin and her undertone. Then to set her under eyes, I went in with my beauty sponge, blend it out first, then use my pressed powder to set her under eyes first with a small powder brush. This powder is from Lady V, so I set her under eyes with a powder first, then went in with my setting powder from Benai Topaz to set her under eyes and all over her face where I highlighted. Then after setting the highlighted area on her face, I went in with my MAC Studio Fix to, I think this is in NC45, to set all over her face. I will leave the product I use in the description box. Then I went into her skin with a dark shade from the Lady V palette to intensify her contour. Before doing the brows, I like to set the brows with her powder shade first. This is to seal the oil around her brows and make that area matte. I have a video, a detailed brow tutorial video, so you can go watch for brow tutorial. It's really insightful and you will enjoy it. You're going to learn a lot. I made the video really detailed and I break down everything you need to know about drawing your brows. For our eyeshadow, we're going for a soft black smoky eyes. I applied a gel liner as my base. Apply with the brush first and blend that with my finger. Then I'm going into the eyelid with this black eyeshadow from Elsa's Pro. This is actually one of my first eyeshadow palettes I got as a makeup artist, and it's still serving me till now. The palette is really pigmented, and I don't know if they still do or produce this palette. I don't know, but this palette is just the best. Then I blend out properly with another brush and went into her lid with a brown from one of my eyeshadow palette as a transition. This is to blend out the demarcation between the brown and the eyelid, and with this it won't look like I just placed a black eyeshadow there. So after blending, then I'll just smudge under her eyes with black eyeshadow from the same Elsa's Pro palette. So before lining her eyes, I will go in with my small powder brush to dust out any fallout I might have from the eyeshadow. Then I use my Beyond Beauty gel liner to line her eyes. I didn't create a wing in this case because her eyeshadow is a little bit dramatic already, so I lined her under eyes, letting my gel liner get sticky a bit before lining her under eyes. Then after that, I'm going to spray her face with the Nuban Beauty setting spray. This is to put her makeup together and make it look like one layer. Then I went in with my beauty blender to seal that in, and while sealing that in, I used my beauty blender to tap a little bit of my powder, her powder shade, to seal that in. Then I went in with my glitter. I can't remember what brand this is. I don't think it even has a name. I think I got it from the makeup fair one time or so. And I just placed that glitter around her eyes where I want it to be. This particular thing doesn't have a rule, so you can just do whatever you like here. Then I went in with this Inglot bronzer to bronze up her cheekbone. Oh, this bronzer is nice. Then I went in with my mascara from Zaron to brush out her lashes first before placing my false lash. Then I used my Makeup Revolution palette, one good from the Makeup Revolution palette, to bronze up her brow bone. For her lip, I'll be using the Eye Magic lip palette and my phone concealer from LA Girl. Then first I'm going to be lining her lip with the brown from the palette. So after lining and making sure it's well blended, I went in with this pink. Then blend that properly before going in with the LA Girl phone concealer on the lip. Here I'm applying the concealer on the lip. This is what it looks like. After that, I'm going to mix these 3 gloss shade to gloss up her lip. In this case, I don't want to use a clear gloss because I want this shade she has on her lip to pop more. So I needed a lip gloss that has the same color, so it's going to pop her lip the more. So we have come to the end of this video. Can you see that glow? Like look at that glow, very soft. It's a smoky eyes, but the glam is still soft, just as requested by my client. Do you like this makeup? Please let me know in the comment section, and also give it a very big thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the post notification bell so you always be notified when I post new videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Check my other videos as well.